Hi guys, welcome to another battle report. This time it's a game from my Steamroller tournament I went to, and it's my first game in that Steamroller. It was Stryker2. I took a Stryker2 list against Cryx Coven. I never played against Coven, so I was a bit afraid to use Mk3 against it. Because I played with quite short time, and Stryker2 usually doesn't fail me. So I changed my standard Stryker2 list a bit, and I put in a Gobber Tinkerer, and instead of having two heavies, Rowdy and Ironclad, I took Rowdy and Lancer. So we start setting up. My opponent puts his battle group in the middle and his casters, because there are three of them, quite spread out, and his infantry behind his jacks. Also he puts his two Archnauts to the sides. He also has a machine right. This is incorporeal, and I don't have that many magical weapons. It's actually a pistol on Stryker2 and maybe sword on Junior and sword on Runwood. So I start setting up my standard setup: cavalry on the flanks and jacks and the support in the middle of the board. And we shake hands, and he starts because he won the roll and wanted to go first. So he starts running up, moving quite aggressively forward. So nothing really exciting is happening in round one. Just positions his forces. He's moving up everything, just watching the threat ranges from my cavalry, so I can charge him, or actually also can shoot him, and also his caster moves up, Egregore moves up pretty far forward, and that's really it. It's interesting, his infantry stays behind the jacks, so when he finished moving up, turn goes to me. So the clown on the fuel cage objective goes up. So he starts walking up, and what he measures is distance, my walking distance with reach. He wants to stay out of it. It's because the feet of the Coven is that my line of sight is only 5 inches because it's night. So when he feeds, and all my forces that will be in range of the feet will only see 5 inches, so I will not be able to charge any of his forces. This is actually quite nasty, because this will rob me of my alpha strike, and only thing I'm contemplating right now is maybe step back a bit, block some zones, and do the alpha next round. But the risk is that if he starts scoring, he can get so much ahead in a scenario that I will just simply lose on scenario. But then he moves up his Egregore, and I just start contemplating. Maybe I could make an assassination round with Stryker. He definitely seems to be in range, and that would make my life easier. Of course, hitting defense 13 is not not an easy task, but well, Stryker done it many times already, so if I also use feed and get orally there in range, then I will have some additional hits, even if Stryker will not manage it during his activation. So my opponent is definitely wants to go for scenario angle. He does not engage my forces at all, only positions his casters and his forces, so they will not be able to get charge, and that he will be able to get scoring. So first thing I measure is the distance from Stryker to Egregor, and from Stryker to the Jack up there on the hill. So even with the line of sight of 5 inches, I will be able to use velocity for 2 focus forward to get in range of 5 inches from the Jack, and then charge it. After the charge, using the proxy base, I measure that I will be still in melee range of Egregor, and so I will use a charge attack on a Jack, and then use 4 attacks to Egregor, and see what if I can kill it. So I start off with the lances to see how many of them can get in range of 5 inches from Egregor, and they start shooting. One small fact I did not take into account is that the feed gives also the +2 concealment to it, so I need 8 to hit. So I start shooting, and I do some small damage to one of the witches, and then I start repositioning, so I can later on do some damage on the feet also. Or Rowdy runs up and positions himself that he can then, after the feet move, hit Egregor as well. Then I run Strongblade Captain up. It's still a Weapon Master attack. So Stryker gets Pathfinder and Path to Victory, so he can get on that trouble without losing movement, although it was so close that maybe he would make it without the Pathfinder, but I give it anyway and a charge. So I overload for 3 dice and get +11 to strength, leaving me at POW 26, so +9 against Egregor, and I start, so I do a charge attack against Jake, but the important ones are attacks against Egregor, and I do some pretty lucky rolls and hit 3 out of 4 and kill the witches. So my opponent had actually made a pretty big mistake. He forgot that he can split the damage and prevent with the focus from each of the witches. Even with my additional attacks from the feet, I don't know if I would be able to manage to kill him. Actually, after the game, I did the math calmly, and it actually went out that I had very low chances to pull off that assassination if my opponent used his focus as he could. So although Stryker2 is a great assassin, assassination is not always the best solution. But this time I had lots of luck and managed to kill the opponent's caster. So thank you for watching, I hope you liked it. If you would like to see more of the battles, subscribe to our YouTube channel or like me on Facebook. See you soon.